Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is I, the Autistic Gamer, and welcome to the main event of the Classic Sonic Marathon. That's right ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Sonic Mania. The game we've been waiting a year for, the game I've been doing this marathon for a year for. It's finally out and it's time to end the Classic Sonic Marathon with this game. With the so-called story mode known as Mania mode. So let's get right into it. Like you see, I've beaten the game 3 times, one of each with each character, so let's start off with Sonic. And is that Angel Island I can hear? Well, we're back on Angel Island. What's going on here? 5 egg robos. Uh-oh, looks like they're about to pinch something. What have they got? What is that mysterious gem or ruby? Whoa, what's going on? Everything's all... What's happening? What's going on? Whoa, we've been teleported to Green Hill Zone! And the egg robos have transformed! Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this game. Now that it looks like Eggman's stolen that gem, so we better go get it. And stop him from doing whatever he's doing. So Sonic's moveset, he can jump, he can do the spin dash, all that kind of stuff, you know, jump, spin dash, and roll down a hill for extra speed. He also has a new technique called the drop dash. Basically you jump and then you hit the jump button again while you're in the air, whilst holding it that time. You basically charge up a mid-air spin dash, and as soon as Sonic hits the ground, you'll zoom off at speed. And of course, the elemental shield return. This is obviously the electric shield. I can double jump and of course it attracts rings. The fire shield also returns. I think we're just about to get it, in fact. Yep, it's right up here. There's the flame shield. I can do the dash, and it protects me from fire. And I also have the bubble shield, which will let me breathe on the water and do the bounce attack. And also the irregular shield will also make an appearance in this game. And it's just a regular shield. Now, here's where Green Hill Stone starts to change. I can either go up that way, or I can go to the left here and go into the special stage from the giant ring. And we have a unique special stage. It's you could say it's a cross between Sonic CD and Sonic R. Right, the gimmick is we're chasing this UFO. We're locked right now we were locked at a speed of Mach 1. We're now up to Mach 2, and I've done that by collecting those blue orbs. The more I collect, the more I fill up the gauge at the top there, and the faster I'll be able to go. And you may notice there, also up next to the gauge, the ring counter is counting down. So you have to collect rings while you're at it. So you have to balance out. You have to balance out getting the orbs in the rings. That's my tip. You have to try and balance them out. And if you can, try and jump around the corners. And I'll explain that technique when we get to it. When we get to the next special stage, you'll see me do it a lot more often in the next special stage. So yeah, let's continue with Green Hill Zone. And once you're done with the special ring, it's still there. So if you fail, well, whatever, you know it's there, and you just get it in is the wire frame of the ring. And of course now we're heading up to the mini boss. A double ball and chain that turns into, with one turning into spikes and spinning while the other one swings. Now if I'd let them carry on swinging, they'd both get spikes, a pair of spikes, and it'd go to the centre of the screen and spin round. But because I defeated one of them before then, the other one moved to the side and started bouncing about the place. And of course, it protracts its spikes on the last bounce, allowing me to hit it. And where's the Act Clear music? The music glitched up. I didn't get the Act Clear music, which was strange. But anyways, we're now on to Act 2. By the way, I love the cave-like theme when you get to a certain point in Green Hill Zone, Act 1. And when we get to above ground in Act 2, look at that, the scenery's changed. So yeah, so let's explore this new bit of Green Hill Zone. That's the thing with Green Hill Zone, or in fact any of the other acts you'll see returning from past Sonic games. Act 1 will be the same as will have elements of the original, but Act 2 will have its own spin on things. And we'll see that in the next zone as well, in the next zone when we get to it. Wow, look at look at the ring. Looks like something you'd get from the old PlayStation days. So here we go. Special stage number 2. And you see the UFOs over to the right there. It's gone down a different pathway to mine. It's gone down a quicker pathway. I've taken a longer pathway to gather some rings and gather some orbs to get me up to speed. When I said jump around the corners, this is the reason why. When you get up to max 3, Sonic and Co, whoever you're controlling, will kind of become hard to control. They'll start sliding around the corners and potentially off the side of the special stage when there ain't no bumpers there to help you, and you'll fall out and fail the special stage. And same also applies if you run out of rings. You'll be booted out of the special stage. See, I'm calling all my racing game instincts here. I'm taking a tighter line than the UFO, which means I can get past places a lot quicker, and get round corners a lot quicker, and Sonic doesn't slide as much, which means I don't slide towards the edge of the track. Anyways, that's special stage number 2. We'll see the other 5 in the upcoming parts. Now you may notice, there, if the goalposts aren't special stages, what are the sparkles doing above it? Well, they're bonus stages, and I'm not going to explain what they are because we'll see one later on. And if you're a Sonic 3 and Knuckles fan of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you'll love what they are. If you haven't played this game already, or if you played Sonic 3 and Knuckles but not this game, what's wrong with you? Or are you just waiting for the PC release? Which I will be getting when it eventually becomes live. But so luckily I got the PS4 version to help me record this game, which was good, because now you can see the Sonic, so I was able to record the Sonic action while it was still hot. I'm kind of exploring, trying to get to. I know where there's another ring about. I'm just trying to see if I can get up to where it is. Sadly, I don't get to it because I think I've just ran past it. More like I just fell off. I swear it's just to the right of me. I can never remember exactly where the thing is, and I just lost my flame shield. And there was probably one at that little secret area to the left there, but I guess not. And look at this. There's on the water segment, there's on the water pools in Green Hill Zone. Don't bring out the Ruin Forever joke. Ruin Forever thing. Because it is redundant and it's old. It's an old joke. Oh, here we go. It's time for the first boss, and he's brought the Death Egg robots. Right, here are the tactics. He's walking at you, and he doesn't fire his fist at you, more like he extends the spikes. You have to stay close in order for him to fire the spikes. Otherwise, he's gonna fire the bombs at you. Now, word of warning: you are on a time limit to beat this boss. You'll then, after a certain amount of time, you'll run out to Green Hill Zone to walk on, and there's a pit at the other end. So yeah, try and beat this boss as fast as you can. Otherwise, you're gonna run out of Green Hill Zone, as I say. But yeah, that's the first boss over and done with. And that is Green Hill Zone over and done with. Well, I wouldn't say we're over and done yet with Green Hill Zone, because there's a little thing we've got to do. Well, first of all, cutscene. So we head down here. Oh, Eggman's telling his robots what to look out for, and one's juggling the ruby. Now, the group he was talking to were a group known as the Hard-Boiled Heavies, and I'll explain what they are when we meet up with them. But now let's see what the Knuckles is opening to the game. Knuckles has a slightly, just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, has a slightly different way of going through things. But unlike Sonic 3 and Knuckles, in my eyes, I don't think it warrants another playthrough. I think I can just, I'm just showing off everything that needs to be shown as when we get up to it, just from the Knuckles. Well, the Knuckles side of things. Knuckles unfortunately gets knocked into this thing, so now he's in Green Hill Zone, and he starts up in a separate area to Green Hill Zone. There's not too many differences. I mean, we'll see Knuckles again later on. Basically, when we come up to a little difference that Knuckles has, that's when we'll see him. But as of right now, is one of them. And this is the only time. And yes, this is Special Stage 1 again, but it's just to show you Knuckles' sprite in the Special Stage. By the way, while I look it out, I don't know if this is just my ego setting in. I don't know if this counts for anyone now that's played this game multiple times, but this is just a question to anyone who's watching this video that's played these special stages before. Am I making these special stages look easier than they should? I mean, I know this is the first one, it should be easy, but am I making it look easier than normal? Like, am I making it look easier than it has a right to be? Give me a... well, I'll leave that up to you as the playthrough goes on. But back to Knuckles' part of Green Hill Zone. Knuckles, of course, has his glide and he can climb walls. Basically, he's just like Sonic 3, and he's just like he was in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. He doesn't have his, he doesn't do the drop dash, sadly, but he does do a bunch of other things. Oh yeah, before, if anyone who's not played a certain game before will be wondering if that's a new, that ring box thing is a new power up. Actually, it's not. And why is this alcove here if nothing's there? Waste of time. But anyways, no, the blue ring actually is not a new power up. The blue ring box is actually a returning box from a game called Sonic 3 and Knuckles on the Sega 32X. I didn't let's play that game because I didn't think they were going to reference that game. And I'm not the only one that thought that. There's a couple of other people that thought they weren't going to reference Knuckles Chaotix, but in fact they have. And for those wondering if I'll ever let's play Knuckles Chaotix, I will, just not just now. I have other things planned, like getting this finished, and then getting Sonic Boom finished. They're my main priority. That's my main priority right now. And thus, once I get this ring box down here, we're now back in normal Green Hill Zone. And here's the thing: because of where I started, they gave me a ring right there and then. I don't know if there was a ring in Sonic's Pathway before this, but that was the first ring. I just ran in the first ring that Sonic ran in. And now, for Knuckles anyway, I have 2 Chaos Emeralds. And I'm not showing you the third one because I'll show you for Sonic's end of things. But anyways, we're coming up to the boss again. Don't worry, I'll show you what that bonus stage is later on in the game in another part. Who knows? Let's see. Did I show off the other attack? I think I do actually. So here you go. They go into the middle and they'll swivel around like that, and then they'll attract their spikes, allowing them to attack. Then their patterns are swapped because, well, the balls are swapped. I shouldn't have said it like that. That just sounded wrong. The machines are swapped around. There we go. But anyways, that's Green Hill Zone Act 1. Over and done with again. We're now moving on to Act 2 again. So let's go. Apologies if this is the reason why I said I wasn't going to do the Knuckles run through. He basically runs through the same stuff as in Sonic with only minor differences in only a couple of the acts. That's when I'll show off that's when I'll show off Knuckles' stuff, when we get to them. The same way I'm handling this. When Sonic finishes that act, or that zone, I then cut to with Knuckles going through it. This is the only time I'm showing off this is the only time I show off both 2 acts on Knuckles' run back to back. Because most of the time I'm just having fun with Knuckles' animation for gliding. Yeah. I'm not showing off the 3rd special stage. You know what colour I'm getting, but I'm not showing you the stage because, well, I'll show you when we get to it. Well, I'm showing it off in Sonic's part of the game. And I get hit and knocked back down to the lower pathway. But luckily I was able to get back to the top of the to the upper pathway. An upper pathway. Again, I'm kinda looking for that one that I missed with Sonic. But anyways. Yeah, I've got nothing to say because we've gone through Green Hill Zone again. The music of Sonic Mania. OMG, I love this theme. This soundtrack. I absolutely love it. The person who composed the soundtrack, whose name escapes me at the moment, I'll put the name in the description. Well, actually, I'll just put a tag on the video. You'll see it below on this. You'll see it on the screen right now. That's who composed the music for Sonic Mania, and he knocked it out of the park. So I love a lot of tracks in this game. Controls feel exactly the same as they were in a normal Sonic game, 2D Sonic game from the classic games. A lot better than the way Sonic 4 handled it, anyways. And that's the thing. This game was made by people who grew up with the classic games, with the tagline, for Mania, by the Mania. I believe that's what the tagline was. Basically saying it's for the fans, by the fans. That's basically their way of wording, for the fans, by the fans. For the Mania, by the Mania. I love Act 2, Green Hill Zone's Act 2 music. I've just looped 2 times in a row. When am I gonna get the hint that nothing's there? And it's time for the boss. Time for the boss, anyways. It's the Death Egg robot, and of course Knuckles' jump, as in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, is gimped. So I have to use that, either use these slopes to my advantage, and his glide to the advantage, and Eggman's drill. And how did I get hit there? I'm pretty sure I was in my gliding animation. Oh, good gracious. First part in, and I'm already going to hit the instant, and I've already hit the instant replay button. Which is just great. Whoa, I should have back away there, because I could have got stomped if my animation was done. Yeah, that's the thing I like, he actually walks through some of the terrain. And he drills through some of the terrain when the drill's out. And I'm behind Eggman. There we go. Last hit. And I'm pretty sure I wasn't too far away from the end either. Ladies and gentlemen, that's definitely Green Hill Zone over and done with. If I can just hit this button. Not hitting it while it's over a pit. Now I'll hit it. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. That's Green Hill Zone over and done with for both Sonic and Knuckles. If anyone was wondering where's Tails and all this, just like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, you'll see him in the extra part. And here's the cutscene again. And Eggman grabs what is known as the Phantom Ruby, and he's using it to manipulate space and time. So now he's sending us to the next zone, which you'll see in the next part. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of part 1 of Sonic Mania. I'm so looking forward to this Let's Play. I've been waiting for this game for a year, to Let's Play it for a year. Oh boy. This is going to be fun. So I'm the Autistic Gamer. I'll see you all for part 2 of Sonic Mania. See you then.